Now I've gotten back into reading those old Archie Comics run of Sonic the Hedgehog comic books, and it turns out I completely missed the Knuckles the Echidna comic series. It was a mini-series, and in it a lot went down in Echidnopolis. That's where they call it, the place that they lived, including a drug overdose of a bumblebee and a sharply dressed rabbit that dealt drugs through secretly lacing chili dogs with a substance known as Lemon Sundrop Dandelion, or LSD. Now that rabbit's name was Downtown Ebony Hare, a black rabbit who wore suits, carried a big stick to scare his foes, had a foxy girlfriend named Foxy, and a bulldog henchman named BlackJack. Yeah, he was as black as it comes in Echidnopolis. Yeah. Now throughout the Sonic the Hedgehog lore, there's never been a character like Ebony Hare, although there was that one time during a Sonic Says segment where another rabbit attempted to do some random drugs that he found on the floor.
Just what I need.
Hold it up, Dyke. For grounder, robot headache pills, take one a day with oil. If you're sick and need medicine, ask your parents to get it for you. Never, ever take medicine that isn't yours.
I don't know, what is with rabbits in the Sonic universe and drugs? It's just something about it. They just gravitate to it. I don't know. Ebony Hare was clearly a take on blaxploitation. Clearly. Very interesting. I mean, his name, Ebony Hare, black hair. He had a bulldog henchman named BlackJack. Black. Operative word here is black. Yeah. Anyway, we're introduced to this gangster bunny in Knuckles issues 13 through 15, where he works with Renfield T. Rodent, the owner of the Happy Land amusement park. Now, he sells him a batch of LSD, which he uses on his chili dogs to get patrons of the theme park addicted to the food. Now, I know you're probably wondering what's with LSD and why was it featured in a children's comic book storyline? Now, while the Lemon Sundrop Dandelion is obviously not the psychedelic drug we know in real life as acid, it did have similar side effects as in hallucinations and addiction. Now, this comic storyline was created to show readers the effects of hardcore drugs on the body, how it could lead to addiction and possible death by overdose. Now, they did just that in the 3-issue run through showing us Chaotix member Charmy, the bee's friend Mello, overdosing on LSD and subsequently dying because of it. Now, the Chaotix members properly tripped themselves, with one of them claiming it might have been the pickles that were laced. Obviously, the supplier of the drug, Ebony Hare, is blamed for the potent drug, which he is to blame. I mean, he had Walter White scientists working in a lab to perfect the LSD in a secret lab he created for them to operate in. Now, from the suits that he wore to his overall demeanor, he was like Gus Fring before Breaking Bad was ever a thing. I don't know, maybe Vince Gilligan was somewhat inspired by the comic book line, way back when. I doubt it. I doubt that Gus or anything happening in the Breaking Bad world is based on this weird adventure excursion in the Knuckles universe. But what was so interesting regarding this entire storyline is how it possibly explains why Sonic himself was so addicted to chili dogs. As any Sonic fan knows, any Sonic aficionado knows, Sonic's favorite food is chili dogs. Maybe his addiction comes from, these specially laced dogs. Sonic's obviously able to control his addiction and not OD while in flavor country.
Ugh, yuck! How can you eat those things?
Fast, like I do everything.
Ah!
Now, perhaps he made way too many trips to Happy Land while he was hanging out with Knuckles. Well, who knows? Now, fortunately for everyone in Echidnopolis, I'm probably butchering that name, by the way, Echidnopolis, Ebony Hare was eventually busted. T. Rodent was let off the hook, the Chaotix made a speedy recovery from their LSD trip, and the funeral was had for Charmy's dearly departed old friend Mello. Now, it's unfortunate that an actual character had to die in order for readers across the US to find out how bad drugs can be. drugs are bad, okay? Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs.
But the thing about it is the fact that no one knew they were consuming drug-laced food, and the fact that the rodent owner of Happy Land was let off the hook is ridiculous to me. I mean, he should be held just as much accountable as the dealer. I mean, he admittedly knew what he was doing. And in fact, it was Ebony Hare who wanted to make the drug less potent and shut production down for a while the heat died down after a freaking bee actually died, along with other patrons getting sick in the Happy Land amusement park. Always gotta keep a good black man down. That's what they gotta do, you know? I mean a good black hair. Good black hair, but I know what y'all were doing. It was blaxploitation written all over this piece, trust me. Now, he may have been a gangster, but at least he knew when to pack it up. I completely miss this particular comic book run when I was a kid. I might have been way too young to even understand it. Now, I feel like, you know, this would have been a bit jarring, though, to read as a kid. Like, what on earth was writer Ken Penders even thinking incorporating this into a children's comic book? It's so weird, man. I mean, it's interesting to say the least, so I'm gonna say that. And now it's forever part of the Sonic the Hedgehog lore. I'm gonna go and, you know, do a deep dive read of all of the Sonic comics I've been collecting as of late off of eBay, yes. And I'm gonna see if I can unearth some more hidden chaos gems to talk about in a future video. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more, please, I want y'all to comment down below and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you next time. Peace.